Welcome back, Bond Factor. We're live, September 30th, 2016. Doing a little Pink Floyd. As I said, that's The Sheep, as we've musically tried to make our point as well. We started out with the first song, Dogs, off the Pink Floyd album, and now we're at The Sheep. And, of course, the pigs come last in that story. Welcome back to the Bond Factor. Good to be with you. We've been over a lot so far on a Friday night. You've watched some of those images there from the Newport Beach Pier, which is where I'll be doing a live man-on-the-street type of broadcast, asking people what they think not only about the debates last week, the first debates, but the presidential election in general, if they see themselves voting for Trump or Hillary. And you see some of that on some of the shows, the internet shows that are out there, and I want to keep it going. I'm in this to try to get the information out to people because what we're seeing is extraordinary. The times that are happening are not what they would have you believe. They would have you believe that as long as you can get any type of food you may want on the corner and decide what you're going to order on the menu, decide what movie you're going to watch tonight, and you've got, the ability to go to work every day, that you're okay. You shouldn't have to worry about any of this stuff. Nothing to see here, when the distractions are abound. They're everywhere. The distractions for your mind to try to get you talking about all kinds of other things. Established politicians like Hillary Clinton are experts at distracting you. And I guess Trump fell for it by, talking about the Miss Universe or Miss America pageant, whatever it was, 20 years ago that somebody won, that he commented, none of that stuff should matter when our internet's about to get taken away. And when we have serious riots going on in the street, we have CNN editing content. We have all of these other things going on, not to mention the obvious things like ISIS and, the world stage. So that's what we're trying to do here on the Factor and the Fist. Is get that word out there, get that information out there to people. And it's not easy. And like I said, we're celebrating tonight because the internet is pretty much getting given away, sold, taken, however you want to look at it, to the UN, which is going to in turn apply global thinking to the censorship of the internet and the things that we say. And there's already instances going on Facebook, YouTube, Google, where there's people accusing and possibly cases of some pretty serious censorship going on. And we've all seen it. Maybe you've had that one strange feed on Facebook or that one Google search that just, some strange things come up. One time, I remember I was looking for something very strange, and I think I punched in the word does. And that's as far as I got. And Google said something like, does Donald Trump hate women? And I think I was looking for, does flour work better in cookies than yeast? Or, whatever I was looking for had nothing to do with Trump, but just that first keyword of does, out of all the things I could be about to ask, sort of threw me there. And that's part of this takeover that's going on for your mind. So that's what we're about here at The Factor, and I appreciate if you're listening to us live. This is our second only live broadcast we've ever done. We plan on doing a lot more because these two, right back here, this is another great article on Cruise Radio written by yours truly, explaining how Obama and Hillary get this sort of free pass in this corrupt media. Now, this article here that I'm referring to was written, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. But it's funny how it applies more and more and more, because they're scrambling around, folks. They're trying to figure out, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You know, when Hillary was screaming at the television screen a couple weeks ago, going, I should be 50 points up by now, I think that actually tells a lot about how the entire establishment feels about what's going on, and this war for information, and how you're going to get informed. Because the truth of the matter is, we've discussed this before, people don't really want to have to spend hours trying to figure out what's going on within the government. They're not supposed to dominate our time, especially the federal government. You know, excuse me, maybe on a state level, you know, you may want to get involved quarterly or even you know, monthly on some issues with things going on. But you know, on the federal level, boy, these glasses are bad. I'm gonna have to obviously get a different pair, maybe. Excuse me about that. But on a federal level, we shouldn't be thinking about the government every day, every week like we do, and we do because there's just so much coming out every day about it that it's just crazy. And again, we encourage people to go out and inform yourselves. You know, don't be, unfortunately, I guess, at least for now, we can't be lazy in our search for information, because a lot of the information is being manipulated. You know, even when you scroll down on a Facebook page, you're probably getting something that's manipulated on some level, that's been, you know, geographically filtered, and, you know, they know what you like, what you know, every time you like something, every time you share something, you're letting people know and them know your opinions. And it's hard to trust what you see. And like I said, most people just don't have time. One of my favorite things that I'm looking forward to is what we talked about a little bit earlier, where we're going to go out to the coast. These are some photos that I took out there a couple days ago out on the Newport Beach Pier, and I noticed there was, you know, for a weekday, for a Wednesday, there was quite a few people out there. And I'm going to go back on a weekend and get some more footage, but these are some photos I took. I don't want to blow the video that I got. I got some great footage of some guys fishing out there. The water was really clear, and I talked to some great people, and I'm going to continue to do it and put together these Bond Factor on the Street episodes, and we're going to start down in Newport Beach. I actually jumped on my pedal bike, my beach cruiser, and my mission is to get a little feel for, you know, the people out here in SoCal and what they're thinking about this election. And so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be back out there tomorrow, and within the next couple days, we'll have this video posted. It'll be my first ever Bond Factor sort of edited video of what we do. But for now, it's September 30th. Tomorrow, you know, get on your computer, get out there, see what you can find about this issue. I think it's very interesting that our internet rights are getting disconstrued, discombobulated, and you know, take the time to get informed. Don't listen to somebody else's regurgitated opinion of what you think is true about a candidate or what you believe. There's some great ways to get out there and get informed, and I certainly suggest you do that. So again, thanks, and we'll be back, Bond Factor, with you again next week. Great to see you, and hopefully you have a fantastic weekend. For Bond Factor, Cruise Radio, Burn and Turn Productions, see you later. Thanks for staying with us. If you did on the hard break,